Today I'm going to show you how to use Adobe Bridge to organize, edit, and rename a set of images. This is a really important, really powerful tool that photographers use across the world to choose the best pictures, organize them in a way that tells a story, and then rename them so that when they're uploaded into the internet, they're uploaded in that sequence and they tell the story you want them to tell. So from having a look first, this is Adobe Bridge, and you can see that it's got a navigator on the left-hand side where you can sort through your files. All of the different connections in between this display are adjustable, and there's different ways to lay out Adobe Bridge. This is the most classic, normal way to do it, and this is how I'm going to teach you to do it. By all means, feel free to explore afterwards. So first of all, I'm going to need you to find the folder that contains the images that you want to sort through. In my case, it's this one. This is a collection of portraits that I did in Uganda a couple of years ago. Now the first thing you can see is how all of the images are displayed in the middle. You've got a bigger display that you can open up. On this side, it gives you all the metadata for the images, and also you've got a zoom bar down here that allows you to make the images smaller or bigger. So in this case, we've got 29 images that I want us to whittle down to 10, the 10 best images that I think we are going to use and we're going to love and we're going to upload somewhere. So there's two ways that you can decide to edit or pick out filtering images as you go along. The first one is using stars, and the second one is using colors, both of which you can call up here through the label, or you can use the shortcuts that are listed to the side. For example, if I really like this image of this gorilla walking around, I can do Command 1, and as soon as I do it, have a look at what happens here. It gives it a little star, yeah? And then, if I look on the left-hand side of Bridge, it lets me filter the images that it's showing. So if I click that, Adobe Bridge is only going to show me the images that have got that star selected. So you can see very quickly how this is a way to sort through them. So if I've got 29, let's whittle them down to 15 that we really like. I'm going to pick that and that and that. I like that little girl. That's 15 of them. So again, if you look down here at the counter, it tells you you've got 15 with a star. Perfect. I've got 15 now, but I actually really want 10. How do I start to make those decisions? Well, maybe it's a question of grouping them together to see which ones are similar and which ones are the best images. So you can drag them around to see them side by side. For example, these are all tribes leaders. These are portraits of children. That's a gorilla. These are green landscapes. People. These children can go up here with the school. Maybe that makes a little bit more sense. Then I can also make these bigger so I can see them clearer and see which ones I like. Now I can go through them and give them maybe a number 2, so it shows 2 stars. But then I'd have to click the filter so that I can see the ones that have got 2 stars as well. The other option is to do colors. Now all of these different selections you can also call up by doing label up here and show and click the label that you want. Those are stars, those are colors. And you can also do it with the command function shortcut. So for example, I really like this one, so I'm going to do Command 6, and it gives it a red color. I really like that one. Let's whittle it down to 10, shall we? So that, and that, and that, and that, and that. If you're looking at the counter on the left-hand side, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So now what I want is I want Bridge to show me not only the images that have got, you can't really see it that way. Here we go. Not only the images that have got 1 star, but the ones that have got 1 star and also a red label. So now if I look back, that is showing me exactly 10 images, and I know that I've got the ones that I need now. Now, if I were to upload these to the internet, because they've all got different names, they would be uploaded in a random sequence. If you are trying to tell a story, you probably want to control the order in which they are displayed online. So let's find a sequence for them to work in. I'm going to bring this man there. I think that kind of works. So if I want them to be uploaded in that specific manner, I could rename them one by one, which is a lot of work, or I could select all of them and come up here to Tools, Batch Rename. Can you see that? And as soon as I do that, it shows up this dialog box where I can choose text, a sequence number, add another type of text, or add the date or the time or the folder that it's in, all sorts of stuff that I can choose. This time I'm going to call them Batwa Laura GRB finals underscore and then a sequence starting in number 1. And it also gives me the option here, if you have a look, to rename them in the same folder, move them to another folder, or copy them to another folder. I always like to copy them to another folder because then I have a backup of the original images exactly where they were. So if I click Browse here, I'm going to make a new folder called Batwa Finals. Open, rename. And now this kind of looks like nothing's happened, but that's because it's created a copy of all of these images in the other folder. And if you look this way, it's made it inside the folder Bridge Batwa that I had decided where it was going. And if I click that, you can now see that my images have all been renamed in the sequence exactly that I wanted them to. So if I upload this to Facebook, they will show exactly in this order and they'll tell the story I want them to tell.